Good to have you along for the race meeting that'll play host to the final leg of the Winter Challenge Series on the Highveld. Thanks for joining me on A Sure Thing as we look ahead to Sunday racing on the Highveld at Turffontein. We're on the standside track for an 8-race programme that gets underway at 12:45. Small fields are the order of the day, 1 or 2 races where we have short price favourites where we probably could go a little bit short, but in the others, even though there are small fields, we are going to have to play with a bit of cover. There's money to be made. It's one of those race meetings where somebody could even possibly pick all the winners on the card and win the Hollywoodbets Punter Challenge. If you are going to put in your entry, make sure it's on 5 minutes prior to the advertised starting time. Put in those selections, play the bet slip, and put yourself in line for that double life-changing jackpot prize that is on offer. Now, the first race on the programme jumps at 12:45, and being an 8-race programme, it means that the exotics gets underway from the get-go. Race 1 will be the opening leg of the bipot. You need to be on at 12:45. It's a juvenile plate for fillies where 9 runners will face the starter at the 1400 metre mark. Now, prior to me having a look at the anti-post call for this meeting, I thought this was a race that Sean Terry could possibly hold the key to the outcome of the race. Number 1, Alta Capitana, is at 3.03 to 1 on Hollywoodbets.net. Next on offer is number 9, Open Sesame, at 4 to 1. 5 to 1, number 3, 8 Hats. 6.25, number 5, Let's Go Lola. 6.25, number 6, Miss Novaks. And number 7, Princess Kira, at 7.14. The reason why I thought these two were possibly the two that we can lean towards as far as the outcome is concerned is because they met last time out in the non-black type Highveld Winter Juvenile Stakes. And interestingly enough, number 7, Princess Kira, has blown from 4 to 1 all the way out to 7.14 to 1 in the betting. There was 0.3 lengths in it between these two when they last met. 1 Alta Capitana is now 2 kilos better off at the weights, so that should be enough for her to turn the tables. She's also a speedy sort, so she could do it from the front if she gets away at the right time. So I'm siding with number 1, Alta Capitana, to win the opener, ahead of number 7, Princess Kira. For third, I like number 3, 8 Hats, and fourth, number 9, Open Sesame. Let's move on to the second opening leg of the place accumulator. It's a juvenile plate where 8 runners will line up at the 1400, and you need to be on by 13:20. Here, it's 2 to 1 the field. Number 2, Jan van Gooyen, from 1.82 has gone to 2 to 1. Number 4, Shadow Fax, from 2.27 has come into 2 to 1. And then number 7, Radio Star, is at 3.57 to 1 in the anti-post market. I went for number 2, Jan van Gooyen, last time out, purely because of that very impressive victory first time round when winning by 4.5 lengths. Jan van Gooyen shortened into odds-on favourite and disappointed, got beaten by Shadow Fax, with whom he renews rivalry. Now, there was 0.9 lengths in it the last time that the two of them met, and there is 3 kilos difference as far as the weights is concerned. And the weights is in Jan van Gooyen's favour, and I do think that that will be enough to turn the tables. I'm going with Jan van Gooyen again in this, the second race on the programme, because that form line of that last start has also been franked by a horse called the Last Duke, who has subsequently come out and franked that form line. I do think if he goes over 1400 and sees out the trip, he should be the horse they all have to beat. So 2, Jan van Gooyen, to turn the tables on 4, Shadow Fax, whom I give second to. For third, I'm going with 1, Blizzard Quest, and fourth with number 6, Back from War. On to race number 3. This is the first leg of the pick 6, and you need to be on by 13:55. A small field of 6 runners will line up at the 1600 metre mark. It's a Pinnacle Stakes, and normally one looks at the best weighted column. Unfortunately, in this case, I'm looking elsewhere, not there. And then it means that it does become a wide open affair, and I can see many people going field, taking all 6 of them, taking no chances in the opening leg, because they're also priced up very much on top of each other, with number 2, Fire and Flames, at 3.33 to 1, One Son of Raj 3.57, 4 Adityo 3.57, 6 Silent War 3.57, 3 Give Me Another Chance at 4 to 1, and number 5 Weekend Girl Night at 4.55 to 1. Now, where am I going? I'm going with a horse that took on so much stronger last time out, and that's number 2, Fire and Flames. Travelled down to KZN to contest the Hollywoodbet Gold Challenge over 1,600 metres. That was very strong opposition. Weakened late in the straight, found no extra, and finished way down the field, 10th, 8.9 lengths behind Dave the King. I do think if one looks at the form prior to that, he was a model of consistency. He's drawn in barrier position 1, so he'll have the run of the race. He comes in with a nice galloping weight of 54 kilograms. To me, should be competitive. I'm going 2 Fire and Flames to win it, ahead of One Son of Raj, 3 Give Me Another Chance, 4 Radicchio. Jackpot kicks off race 4. This is leg 1 of Jackpot 1, off at 14:30. 1,000 metres the distance. It's a novice handicap where 8 runners are carded to contest race 4. Here you can get 2.27 about number 4, Constellation. 2.5 to 1, number 3, Hemisphere. 3.33, number 2, It's Personal. 4.55, number 7, William West. Double figures and upwards the others. Where am I going? I'm going with number 3, Hemisphere, as my first choice selection. Gavin Larena, Johan Janse van Veeren. This horse finished second behind Speedy Sort. Rafa Bay last time out, that was over the course and distance, and this horse could have finished a whole lot closer if it wasn't for the fact that he hung over the final 200 metres, but it was good to see him staying on to finish second on that occasion. He will be in touch from the get-go this time round, that you can be sure of, and he will be staying on at the business end of affairs. Good to see Gavin Larena back on board, and he will make Hemisphere very competitive in this race. So I'm going 3 Hemisphere to win it, ahead of 4 Constellation, 6 Lonely as a Cloud as a roughie, and 4th number 7 William West. Jackpot 2, leg 1 is race number 5. You need to be on at 15:05, and having gone for Gavin Larena and Johan Janse van Veeren in the previous race, I'm siding with that combination again here in race 5. It's a Pinnacle Stakes. 9 runners will face the starter at the 1,100 metre mark. This horse highest rated, and I do think if one takes that last run into account, she should take a power of beating. She was 4th in the Grade 1 SA Filly Sprint last time out. That, I thought, was a cracking good effort. She has been a model of consistency of late. She will also be up there from the get-go this time round, and if she gets away on time and away from them at the right time, she could be hard to peg back in the closing stages. So I'm going with number 1, Chasing Happiness, to beat number 8, Whistle the Tune. 3rd, 7, Quantum Theory, and 4th, number 4, Ready to Charge. Race 6 is a classified stakes of 1,800 metres. And here one can probably make a case for about 4 of the 8 runners in this race. Number 3, Future Wolf, is at 2 to 1. 2, War Reporter at 2.27 to 1. 3.57, number 5, Flag Bearer. 6, Rosie Lemon, 4 to 1. And 12 to 1 and upwards, bar those quoted. What am I going to do? I'm going with a horse that's always there or thereabout. 5, Flag Bearer. Disappointed as favourite last time out, and I do think we can put a line through that run because this horse jumped inward, then raced to go and sit up handy, and faded right out of contention in the closing stages. Prior to that, this horse has got very nice, solid form. If one looks further down the form line, you'll see that he won his only attempt over this track and trip. He also gets the services of a 4-kilo claiming Appy on board, which should make him even more competitive, and I do think that he will be involved in the shake-up. So I'm going with number 5, Flag Bearer, to beat number 3, Future Wolf, 2, War Reporter, and 6, Rosie Lemon. That brings us to our feature race on the programme. Race 7 is the Sea Cottage Stakes, a Grade 3 for 3 rolls. 8 runners will line up at the 1,800 metre mark. And here, once again, many will probably put in 2 or 3 runners to safely see them through. One Fire Attack is at 1.52 to 1 as the favourite on Hollywoodbets.net. Number 4, Kamensky, is at 2.86 to 1. Number 3, Shoy Sonada, at 3.33 to 1. 5.56 to 1, number 2, Musical Score, and 6.67 to 1, and upwards the others. I'm going to go with a horse that's won the first 2 legs to make a 3 from 3 legs in this series, and I'm siding with number 3, Shoy Sonada. This horse fought on gamely last time out when it beat Confederate, and we all know where Confederate ended up running in this weekend. We beat him by just under a half a length last time out. That was in the Igorli Mile. Shoy Sonada likes to race up handy, and I do think we'll be finding all the way to the wire to keep challenges at bay and win all 3 legs of the series and bring up the hat-trick. So I'm looking no further than 3, Choice Sonada, to beat number 1, Fire Attack, 4, Kamensky, and 6, Pumpkin Pie. On to the last of the afternoon, and that jumps at 16.50. At least 3 of them we need to put into our play to safely see us through the final leg of the place accumulator and the pick 6 if we are still running at this point in time. Number 7, Red Amber, is at 2.5 to 1. Gavin Arena really has a very good book of rides on Sunday. Next on offer is number 5, After Hours, at 5 to 1. 1, Dancing to the Light, at 5 to 1. 6.25 to 1, number 3, Alabama Anna. And number 6, Chieftain Shield, at 6.25 to 1. It's one of those 6.25 to 1s that I'm going with. And only concern I have is the draw of number 11. But I really like number 3, Alabama Anna. This horse ran a much improved race last time out when finishing 3rd at very long odds, was in touch and was staying on nicely at the business end of affairs. And I do think similar kind of tactics could bring this one even closer to the action. The horse that finished behind her in 4th that day was a horse called Faithful Neo, who has subsequently come out and franked that form line to give it a boost. And I do think, if able to overcome the draw and go and race up handy, will be hard to catch in the run down to the wire. So I'm going 3, Alabama Anna, to beat number 4, Guerrilla Warfare, 5, After Hours, and 7, Red Amber. And that takes care of our preview of Turffontein on Sunday the 6th of July. We trust it's been an enjoyable and profitable first weekend in July for you. Chat to you again midweek. Till then, from me, Rouvaun. Cheers for now.